We're making it up as we go, laughing together, that's all we know. Life's a ride and we love it so, we're winging it.
Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Lisa, hello.
And welcome to Winging It, a brand new podcast about, well...
Winging life.
It. Yeah, we're winging it, we're winging life.
Winging everything, winging it all.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the setup we've got here.
Yep.
Winging it.
Winging it.
Anyway, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm fab. I say I'm stressed out. I'm not stressed out. This was a very stressful put together.
No shit.
What day is it now? It's Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to record this on Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
and then that never happened. And then we were supposed to record it on Thursday, and that never happened. And then we were supposed to record it yesterday, and that never happened. And now finally, and the only reason we're getting to record it is because the girls are at drama, and we've pretty much got an empty. And rather than...
Not really. The eldest is upstairs, but she's been told to stay away.
I know, but rather than sneaking upstairs for a wee bit of... we're recording a podcast.
A wee bit of what?
I don't know. I'm embarrassed myself by saying that. I'm getting myself ready. This is fine. So this is this kind of comes from something that we did a couple of years ago when we had our Parents on Board podcast, and we enjoyed it. We recorded 2 episodes, but we did enjoy it.
That was during the pandemic, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
so,
then
life. We've got 3 kids, 2 dogs. Life happened.
Life got in the way,
and it just lifed too hard
Yes.
for a while.
It did.
Far too hard.
It did. But then we've come to this. I've got a lot more experience broadcasting now. We've got the YouTube channel, which is growing quite well.
Peer project.
Aye, but
Yeah.
that's what this is going as well. This is going on the YouTube channel. And yeah, so we're here, we're doing it. And the thing is, right, I know there are a million couple podcasts out there, loads of them. And I said this on a TikTok. Did you see the TikTok that I put up?
I don't watch.
You don't watch my TikToks? It's too cringy.
No, I don't really watch many TikToks, to be fair.
So I said this on a TikTok. I was listening to one last week, and...
Does that make me sound like a pick-me?
No. I don't even know what that word means.
Ask your 14-year-old.
So, yeah, I was listening. I'm not going to name the podcast because I don't want to, seem as if I'm copying anybody. But I was listening to a couple podcasts last week, and they'd mentioned that they had to replace one of the tyres in their car. Mm-hmm. And it was such a huge problem because they had to change their plans that day. Mm-hmm. And that was it. And I find these other couple podcasts quite unrelatable because of that, simply because of that reason. Because imagine if we had to change a tyre this week, that wouldn't be a, I need to change my plans for the day. No, I'd need to change my plans for the month. And I'm talking about financial plans. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Listen,
I'm really not following.
If one of your tyres went right now, it wouldn't be a. It wouldn't be.
Are you talking about the financial hit it would take, right?
Yeah, because most of the couple podcasts that are celebrities, influencers, all that sort of stuff, and I don't find it that relatable because, I'll be honest, because they've got money, and we don't.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the fact that they've got money. That's a good thing. It shows they're successful.
No,
and eventually we maybe will venture away from our dining room table in the kitchen with a LED strip.
Hey, that looks good.
It does look good, but let's call it as it is. It is absolutely the epitome of the name of the podcast.
I mean, look at that.
That is wrapping paper.
Yep, wrapping paper with an LED strip on it.
And it's just been wrapped around just to give it a bit of warmth on the
Ambiance.
really dirty wall. I mean, let's face facts.
But my point is, right, I couldn't sympathise with him because
you
because
can't,
he was like, I had to change my plans for that day. But if our tyre had went, it wouldn't. I mean, we'd need to think about how we would get the weekly shop. We would have to think about how we would get to the weekly shop. We would have to, think about bills that they did pay.
It would either go on the credit card, and if that was maxed out, it would be a phone call to mum.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the kind of relatability I was talking about. But other than that, it's just us.
Yeah.
It is literally just us talking
There's
to
no
each other.
podcast like this.
No, there's not.
Just us, because we're unique.
We're going to need to change it. Was a Sharpie. We'll change the name.
What, to Just Us?
Just Us. And that's the other thing as well, because we're not one of those couples. I mean, we've been together for 20 years, right? We're not one of those couples that do, I can't remember the TV show, what
Right.
it was.
Okay.
But no, it was a TV show, and there was this couple who'd been together forever, and they did that kind of face, with like giving other couples advice. They're like, oh, we've been together for ages.
I don't know. Who
It was a comedy. I'm sure it was like...
was it satire?
Aye.
Does that sound satirical? Right, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, we're not one of those
No,
couples.
we've been through the ringer.
Yeah, we absolutely have been through the ringer.
We're still in the ringer.
Yeah.
But this is what we're doing to...
This is basically doctor's orders, isn't it,
Yeah,
for me?
pretty much, yeah.
It's something for myself that I can do for myself every day. I have to do one thing for myself every day.
Okay.
And this was. This was something I've been wanting to do for ages. Years, yes.
Yes.
And it's always been other things for you have come first and or other things have come up which you've jumped on. But yeah, no, I'm really glad that we're doing this eventually.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can be consistent this time.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I do want to do it. We'll do it every week.
Do it every Saturday.
Well, the kids have done with drama next week.
They've got the panel.
Let's send them off to my mum's.
I really need to burp.
Okay.
Pardon me, I'm so sorry.
Drinking Diet Coke, that's why.
I know that's the prosh. So I did look for my water, but it involved going back upstairs. And we just literally before we did this, we got a new mattress.
Whose smart idea was that?
And well, I say we got a new mattress. There was a long lure to go with that, but we didn't actually pay for it. But we didn't steal it. That sounds terrible. There was a mix up. We got another mattress. Long story short.
Here, where's my shovel? You
I
can
know.
dig further into that.
And we just took it upstairs and tried to get it on the bed, and honestly, between your arthritic shoulders and my hands that are useless,
We
it
got
was,
there though.
yeah, but then it was like 20 minutes of the two of us going, really sweaty now, I'm really sweaty.
So I think what we were kind of planning to do here is just kind of talk a wee bit about us, about what's going on with us, and then just go into some, I don't know, just some fun stuff.
fun wee segments that we've tried to put together. I think we are like going to have to accept that they're not all going to stay. They're going to develop over time. These aren't set in stone. We're just trying. It's trial and error, isn't it?
Yeah, that makes me uncomfortable.
Because we are winging it.
Way. But no, that makes it's ADHD or autism. Which one is it that makes me uncomfortable because things are going to change? Is that autism? It could be autism.
It could be any. It could be any.
If you want to get in touch as well, you want to share any stories about your kids, about your life, about your marriage, about what happened yesterday when it rained. We do have a website. It's called wearewingingit.uk because wearewingingit.co.uk wasn't available. Neither was .com, neither was .org,
even know the name
neither
of the
was
website.
.net, neither was .anything. So we got wearewingingit.uk, and if you want to email, it's podcast@wearewingingit.uk. We're also going to be on social media as well. I'll put the links in the description, in the bio, all that sort of stuff as well. Oh, we need to do the cheesy YouTube thing. Do you want to do it?
Oh,
Look right down the camera and do
wait,
it.
can I do it? Because
Yeah.
this. Oh, no. I actually don't think I can because I hate it so much. Like if I'm in here cooking and the kids are watching YouTube, I'm like, can you please turn it down? Because I literally cannot deal with the. Right, I'm going to get on my high horse here.
No,
Do you know?
there's a segment for that.
No, it's okay. This is relevant. Well, I might have something else for that. I don't know. But no, the thing that bothers me, right, is you've got it's the editing, right? Now, editors, I'm not coming for you because this seems to be the thing or the trend, the editing trend, but let people process the last sentence before you say the next one. So it's like, hey guys, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And you're like, I didn't hear half of that because my brain didn't process half of it. So I just feel that there needs to be a break. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know what I mean?
Okay, now do it properly then. Do it.
Do it my way.
Do it
Can
your
I do
way?
it my way? Because
Yeah.
obviously I know better than, all the editors on
Yeah,
YouTube that are very
got the
successful.
millions of
and have
followers and
millions of
stuff.
followers because I know better. It's genuinely, it does something to my brain and I'm like, I can't. So they have to turn it down, bless them. But they do. Anyway, what am I saying?
Like and
Welcome.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Thanks.
Yeah, and if you're
And share
Yep.
and comment and do all the things that help the A word that you're not supposed to say.
you're not.
No, you're not supposed to say that A word. To help it go up so that we can get seen and hopefully, like I said, David, you could come with us on our journey of success. You know, from dining room table in a really expensive private rented house to our bought house where we have a space for an actual office. I mean, that's the dream, but hey.
Or we could just go to one of the wee studios in Glasgow and use that.
That is my business idea.
I checked the prices for that.
How much is it?
Listen, for what we would pay to go and do a podcast in there once a week, I'd want to live in there for a month.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
So
that.
it's a good business idea.
It is.
I'm going to patent it, copyright it, whatever.
Well, it's already been done.
Well, no, but I'm going to have multiple. That would be what I would do. Anyway.
Yeah, you're literally just telling everybody
I know,
about
I've
it.
just told everybody,
And actually, one more thing as well. If you're listening to this, make sure and leave a review, because the iTunes chart and all that sort of stuff, that they take reviews and stuff into consideration.
Yes.
And pushes us out there. As well. So a couple of things that we're going to do today is we're going to just talk about the past week, a couple of things that may have come up this past week.
I can't even remember the last week.
And we've got a wee segment called What Would You Do? Where we get a scenario and see whose idea's better, right? Let me just do that, right? It was probably going to be yours. Yeah, I thought that. We have got Lisa's 1 minute moan. Which I'm going to time to perfect.
And I have to stop midway if it's after a minute. That's going to be really, really, because I like things to end. I like conclusion to things. So you're going to get it off camera. Do you know what it is? I'm going to master the art of the 1 minute moan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Over the time.
Over the time. Over the course of the journey.
And then I also want to see if I can get a wee dad joke thrown in there as well.
Go for it.
Because we sit around this kitchen table daily. We talk about our day, we do all that sort of stuff. And I always try and throw in a wee joke here and there. And we get, our eldest who'll just go, Dad, you're not funny. The middle one who will also say, Dad, you're not funny.
No, you get a look from her.
Yeah, Yeah, and the youngest who will pretty much giggle
laugh
at a fart.
Who doesn't giggle at a fart?
So this week...
My mum does not giggle at a fart.
She does not, but she doesn't fart.
I'm sure she probably does.
Yes, okay. Are we editing that out? No, okay, I'll send it to her. Right, so this week, what sort of stuff what's happened this week? Because it's been...
Oh, for at least 2 days I've sat on that couch watching nothing but Young Sheldon, feeling sorry for myself.
Yes, and you also watched that other YouTube woman, the one that does the
Space
cleaning.
Maker.
Yeah.
Love her channel. And then I was influenced by her and I came in and decluttered the kitchen, and then you didn't know where anything was.
That is true. But then I also I decluttered our bedroom.
You quite like it as well.
I quite like it. It's
You enjoy the process.
It's one of those situations. It's like the TV shows that you used to watch that I now love. Like Criminal Minds, for example. You used to watch Criminal Minds all the time, and I'd be like, "Oh, what's that rubbish?" But now I love
amazing, and you love it because
Yeah.
I've got a good taste in TV shows and movies.
And then
Which Alyssa also confirmed, and I was proud as punch with that. Validated by my 14-year-old. I was like, yes.
And you've got a video actually of her telling you that you're cool. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. I will keep that forever. I've also got one of Summer going, just saying, my mummy and daddy is the best. And she was about, so Erica would have just been born, so she was 5.
Yeah.
4
And
or
if you
5,
ever see that video, if you like are friends with Lisa on Facebook or whatever, you ever see that video, you can actually see behind Summer the chaos in the house.
Yeah. That's it. Just pure chaos. Anyway, what are we doing now?
Well, no, I'm not done yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So you sat on the couch for like 2-3 days
The
straight.
week.
Yeah,
New
do
medication.
you want to share why?
Well, yeah, I don't mind. It doesn't bother me. So I have... Do I mention work?
Well, I mean...
Not what I do, but like that I've been signed
because
off.
it's part of your deal in it.
So currently signed off work for burnout, and it's not fun. Wouldn't recommend. And I have been given medication for anxiety and things like that, and it is just the strangest thing ever, because yesterday I couldn't even shower, could I? I was just like, I got dressed. That was it. That was good enough. That was enough. And then I sat and I watched Young Sheldon. I laughed a couple of times because it was funny, and then I sort of perked up when the kids came home. But yeah, it's been a bit of a roller coaster, hasn't it? There's times where I feel fine, like today I feel fine, not like I can't take on anything else. But yeah, normally it's right now it's quite challenging, and it's not something I've ever gone through that I'm aware of. I probably have, but it's not something I've ever gone through that I've been aware of. And the GP sat with me and basically said to me, I think you've been in high functioning anxiety for a very, very long time. And I was like, I don't know any other way. This is who I am. This is how I've been. I feel like you've zoned out.
No, I'm listening.
And
Listening intently.
yeah. But yeah, so it was, I think I would never have admitted that to myself. So I think for her to say, this is what I think, and she did it in a very compassionate, nice way, which I think is a massive help when you've got a good doctor. And yeah, she gave me new medication, and other than the random sweats, I think that's why my mood's kind of up and down a wee bit at the moment, but hopefully it'll level out because it's still relatively new. But yeah,
And you've got a good tag team partner on it as well.
I have an
because-
excellent tag team partner.
Because this tag team partner has been through it
Yeah.
as well. What, 20 years ago? Well, no, about 15 years ago. It was kind of at its worst. So,
I would say it was at its worst 12 years ago. When we had Alyssa and Summer.
right, okay.
Because I remember, obviously, had a toddler and a newborn, and I didn't know
Yeah.
what depression was.
Nobody really did back then, that's the thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, thankfully it's got a lot better. People talk about it now, but yeah, and I was the poster person of what not to say, wasn't I? You know, like, come on, what have you got to feel sorry for yourself for? What have you got to feel bad about? Like,
Say the two words.
man up.
Yeah, there it is.
Get over it. Like, literally said absolutely everything. And then it was a forum I went on because I thought, because you slept a lot. And it got to the point where I said, I don't know what to do. So I went on this forum and basically said, I'm the wife of someone who seems to be really depressed. Had you been diagnosed by then?
Yes, because
Yeah.
I've been on antidepressants since I was 15. You didn't know me when I was 15.
No, I know. So how would... You weren't on
It was
antidepressants when we started, were
yeah,
you?
Yeah, aye.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it was postnatal depression. I ended up being diagnosed way back then. So it was kind of leveled up.
Yeah, is it not postpartum?
I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, aye. So that was basically it. Because, yeah, that was an intense day for me as well. But, intense day for both of us. We got married and then Alyssa was born. So,
Actually,
the day after.
I know, but you're kind of throwing that story away like it's like everybody knows because it happened 14 years ago and we've told the story a million times.
I know, but then not
But-
everyone will know. Right,
So-
we'll get onto that in a wee minute. But
Okay.
yeah, so you were depressed, and then I went on this forum, basically told the situation, kept it anonymous because you do that on the internet. Although everybody
You do that on the internet.
everybody finds you now. And this woman said to me that the best thing to do, the best thing for her was to personify depression. It's not your husband it's not your husband that's doing this, it's the mental illness, it's the depression. The depression is trying to come between you and your marriage. And I think that mentality or that reframe changed, because I don't think you and I would have lasted had she not said that to me, because I
Right.
couldn't understand why you were just sleeping all the time. I took it personally. I took it that I wasn't good enough and that it was my fault, and that was just... You know what I mean? Like that's where my brain went, and I thought, well, if I'm not good enough, I'll just leave. And that was like my thoughts. And then obviously that reframed it, and then you and I had quite an open conversation. And I remember saying to
Come
you,
to Jesus meeting. Is that what they call it? A come to Jesus meeting.
I've no
You
idea.
never heard of that?
No, what's that?
I don't know. That's what I've heard. That's what they call it.
A come to Jesus meeting?
Come to Jesus meeting. No.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to look it up. You keep talking.
Aye, so we come to Jesus. No, I would have been like, go away. Yeah, so we had the conversation. I remember just asking you, what do you need? And you said that you just need time. And I was like, right, okay. So I made sure that you had like food and drink and water and things like that, and I didn't take it personally anymore, and that definitely helped. So thank you to that woman for 14 years ago who said that. No, it would have been 10 years ago.
A come to Jesus meeting
12 years ago.
is an idiom referring to a serious, often difficult but necessary conversation intended to force someone to acknowledge a problem, change their behaviour, or accept a difficult truth. Is that that's like a
family meeting?
yeah, intervention? Is that the word I was looking? No.
Yeah.
So
A come to Jesus meeting.
yeah.
I've never heard that phrase in my life, but there you go. Right, so yeah, the wedding, you want to share that story?
Yeah, no, you go for it. I'm looking for something.
I've been speaking for ages though. They need a break from my voice.
You got your sexy voice.
My sexy voice.
Yes. No,
not
that wasn't sexy. Like, I didn't know that, like Santa Claus. Yeah, so Lisa and I got pregnant. No, Lisa was pregnant. 15 years ago now, actually. And we were just preparing for the baby to come. And it was about a month,
6 weeks.
6 weeks before she was due. And the most romantic... Do you know what? Right, actually, let's go back a wee bit.
Is this a proposal?
Yes, because...
Proposals.
Yeah, this time
Plural.
I said, well, I'll tell you what, why don't we just get married before the baby comes and we can all have the same name? Would that not be nice? And you were like, yeah, sure. As long as you organise it. So I did. Am I right? I don't know where you're going there, are you?
Yes,
Yeah, you're
sorry,
there.
I was listening.
Yeah, so I did. Now, the reason that proposal was the way it was is because I had proposed to Lisa many times.
No, wait, didn't I say that to you the last time?
No, it was me. I suggested it.
I was like, no, actually, it'd be quite nice if we just got married. I think, no, we were not going to get married after the baby was here. And I was like, why don't we just get married beforehand? Because it'd be quite nice for us all to share the same surname.
See, I remember that differently. I remember me saying that.
No.
We were in the kitchen.
No, we were in the living room.
No, we were in the kitchen. The back door was open. I don't know why I remember that.
Okay.
And I was doing something out the back, and you were in the kitchen, and we were talking.
I remember us sitting watching TV at night in the living room. That's weird. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It happened anyway.
It happened. Yeah, but the reason that the proposal was like that is because I had proposed to Lisa many a time before that.
The first proposal,
God.
and I guarantee you, most people will be. I think even you now.
Well, no.
No. Come on, you made a video.
Yeah. A really good video.
No, it wasn't really good. It wasn't really good. The text did not contrast well with the image. But anyway,
Windows Movie Maker, it was brilliant software.
Windows Movie Maker, but it was on Bebo.
YouTube wasn't a
Bebo.
thing. I would have put it on YouTube.
But why would you even propose to someone on YouTube? If anyone has proposed to anyone on YouTube and like as in created a video or like a montage video with cheesy romantic music in the background and then at the end it says will you marry me, and
it was the Beach Boys and Forever, actually.
No, I said no because you did not ask me yourself. That's what I wanted, was you to be brave enough to, didn't you go down on one knee, but to look in my eyes and say, Lisa, give me your hand.
Oh God.
Lisa, will you marry me?
No. So then there was that time.
I also think, though, proposals should be a mutual discussion, in my opinion. You should not necessarily know when it's going to happen, but it should be a conversation like, shall we get married? If you want to get married, yes. If we don't want to get married, I actually don't want to get married, but I want us to stay together, want us to live together, civil partnership, blah, blah, blah. Fine. That's my opinion.
So I've lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, so that was the first one.
Bebo.
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 Remember being
showing our age.
I know.
Bebo. Do you know what? I hope you can find it and we can share that.
It's not. Is
it gone?
Yeah, because Bebo's gone as well. It tried to come back a couple of years ago, remember? But that lasted all of 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So then there was the WWE time.
Which was on the Kiss Cam.
It was on the Kiss Cam. It was on WWE Kiss Cam.
Again, not romantic enough.
Oh, but it was...
It was your kind of proposal.
Aye. It was a lot of fun, though.
But it's your kind of proposal. It wasn't a proposal for me.
So Maria... Can't remember her last name now.
Maria from Kiss Cam.
Maria from Kiss Cam came down, did her bit, and I knew, like, the kind of backstory to that is that we weren't actually going to be going to Raw that night in London, but we approached the Wembley Stadium or the Wembley Arena, asked if they had tickets, and they were like, well, as a matter of fact, we've got 2 returns. Now, given, I keep going on tangents here, right, but given what front row seats now at WWE cost,
Oh, I know.
we paid £60 each.
Is that what we
It
paid?
was £120
Oh, was it? I don't remember that.
for 2 front row seats right behind the commentators.
Right behind the commentator, do you remember?
Yep, Jerry Lawler high-fived you.
Jerry the King Lawler walked by, high-fived me, and I was like, yay, and then I turned to Chris and went, what's his name?
Who's that?
You were like, I think you were raging, secretly, undercurrently, like, you don't even know who it is, and you high-fived him.
And then, so Maria came out, did the kiss cam, and I said to Lisa on the way there, I was like, listen, if we get on this kiss cam, I'm going to propose to you. And it happened. We were there. We seen the camera guy getting ready in front of us, and then all of a sudden we were on the big screen, and I was like, okay, I'm doing it. Straight down, one knee. You didn't say anything.
I just panicked and hugged you.
You just gave me a hug. So that was time number 2. Time number 3, I think, is the most romantic one.
Time number 3 was the one I said yes to.
Yeah. But you knew it was coming.
Yeah, because I said to you, you were like, we're going to go out for dinner tonight. We were in Greece in Sadari. We were living there for a wee while. And then you said, we're going to go out for dinner. And I was like, all right, okay, what should I wear? And without a beat, you went that black dress. And I was like, oh, he's going to propose. Instantly, because you never tell me what to wear. You would have said, you look good in anything. That's your standard response.
I don't remember that.
No, you did. You told me, do you remember it was the black dress and it had like little gold things on the, like little gold embroidery round the sleeves and it had little holes. I still remember it. It was nice. It was a nice dress.
I don't remember that dress at all.
And you told me to wear that and I thought, oh, he's going to propose. So I was prepared for it because I was expecting it. And that I'm not a lover of surprises like that. So especially big life decision ones. That's why I think it should be a combined joint decision. So because I was prepared for it, I was like, yeah, I definitely want to do this.
So we went for dinner on a cliff top.
On a cliff
in
top.
Greece at sunset.
At
So,
sunset.
Very important thing. And the thing
It was
is, right,
beautiful.
I don't even know if you remember.
Oh, the woman behind me.
No. I don't know if you remember the kind of lead up to it, but the sun was getting lower lower and lower, and I was really nervous for some reason. And it literally got to the point where if I waited any longer, it'd be nighttime.
It was dark.
And that's when we did it. And it was nice. And the woman, she cried, didn't she?
Yeah,
the woman at
she
the next
cried,
table.
and I was like, why are you crying? Stop crying, please. It was very sweet of her, but I was very awkward, and I was like, why is she crying? It's not her proposal.
I don't know.
I didn't cry.
I don't know if you remember this part, but
Before having kids, I had a heart of stone, remember?
yes. I don't know if you remember this part, but earlier on, like during the day, that day, I wasn't around the whole day because I went across that entire island looking for a bagpiper.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
Because you know the way the Sidari works, there was the cliff top restaurant that we were on, and then there was another cliff over the other side that was in like full view.
Yes.
Yeah. So my plan was to get this piper.
Oh, like
Standing
I don't
over-
think we would have heard him.
No, we would have, and I was going to get him to play over that, and that's when I was going to propose. And this kind of set off probably the theme for our entire life together. But the only piper that lived on the island of Corfu died 2 weeks before.
Oh.
before I was going to propose to you.
Oh.
And
Poor
that
guy.
well, yeah.
Oh, his family.
So that was that one. That was proposal number 3, and then obviously we got the last one.
No, I think it wasn't really a proposal. It was more a right. Let's just get married now rather than wait. Because I'm not. You know, you called me the other day. You said I'm not very high maintenance. I don't think I'm high maintenance at all.
No.
And I was like, let's just go to. It was Park Circus at the time, which is no longer there, but in Glasgow. And I was like, let's just go and get married. Let's just go and do it, and then we'll all have the same surname. And then
Yes, and then
I was
that night. Oh,
well
actually, no,
during the
you-
wedding, I so the wedding was fine, and then we got there, and my feet were killing me. I remember, and I only had wee kitten heels because obviously I was really quite massive, wasn't I, with Alyssa? I was huge. Bigger with Summer and then even bigger with Erica. And I'm only 5'3", so 5'2" and a bit, but let's say 5'3". So I had really, really sore feet. So during the dinner, because we went to the boathouse in Colsyth for something to eat afterwards.
Love that restaurant.
I couldn't eat my meal. My feet were so sore, I ended up changing into my trainers. And I kept like having to get up and walk to the toilet and walk back and like just to walk. I had to just keep walking, and it didn't occur to me that I'm in labour. So I was really uncomfortable, and that was fine. And then my friends had very kindly bought us a room at the Castle Carey Hotel, because we weren't going to do anything, were we? You know, I was heavily pregnant and sore. I had issues with my hips as well. So I was sore, so I was just like, let's just go home and, you know, chill. That was what we did.
Yeah, that's what I want you to do.
Yeah, but anyway, so they got us a room in a hotel room, and instead of champagne, it was Iron Brew, if you remember. And we ordered Domino's pizza, because obviously I couldn't eat. I was like, I'm actually really quite hungry. So we ordered Domino's, and it was en route. Do you remember the jacuzzi? I was in the jacuzzi. We couldn't both fit in the jacuzzi, so I went first.
Let me just say, actually, just first of all, it wasn't all her. I was very big at that point as well.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't just that we both couldn't fit in the jacuzzi.
No, you were.
I was
that
fatter.
You were, anyway. So we couldn't both fit. So it was like, well, I'll go first and then you go. That was the agreement. And then I went in and you put the jets on. I was like, you can't put the jets on. I'm pregnant. You're not allowed. Don't think that's what caused it. But anyway, so I got out. Then you went in. I think we poured you a fresh bath though. And then you went in, and I remember putting my grey joggers on with the little pink bits down the side. I miss them so much. But they were like and I don't like velvet, but they were like a suede kind of soft material, which I liked. And walked over the threshold to come and talk to you, sneezed, and it was just pop in all the water. And I was like, my water's just broke. Do you remember what you did? Panicked.
Yes, I panicked. And even better than that, I didn't just panic. I panicked and phoned my mum.
Yeah, you had to get out the bath though.
Yeah,
so you were a
course,
big guy trying to get out this slippery bath. Because you proper filled it up, I remember, and there was like, wasn't there like bubbles everywhere?
Yep.
So anyway, you got out the bath, and I'm like, oh, okay, my waters have broke. And I had to go to the toilet. That's what I did. And then you phoned your mum, and your mum was like, right. So you were like, Lisa's water's broke. And your mum was like, right, what are you doing? And he's like, I phoned you. So then I phoned my dad, and I was like, Dad, could you go and pick up my hospital bag from the house and then come and get us and take us to the hospital? And he was like, right, okay. So phoned. My friends were still at mine because it was the night of our wedding. So they were all at my dad's, getting, you know, having a few bevies. And that's drinks, alcohol, in case anyone doesn't know what bevies are. And so they were there, and then my dad hung up the phone. He played it really cool. He hung up the phone, and then he had a Baileys, and my dad wasn't a big drinker. He had a Baileys, and he just poured it into my mum's, and my mum just went, Lisa's in labour. And then that was it, apparently. Uproar. We went back to get... Why did we go back there? But we went back to... My dad came and picked us up because we couldn't drive then.
I probably went back to get your mum.
That's it. We did. We went back to get my mum. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Because you wanted her with
I
you?
wanted her with me, yeah. Because I was like, oh, I need my mum. And we went to the hospital, and I remember it was a 40-mile-an-hour average speed cameras the whole way there. And I'm like, Dad, I will pay for your ticket. Please just go. Yeah. And then that was it. I had still had the flowers in my hair and everything from the wedding. Eyelashes. I don't think I had eyelashes. Did I have eyelashes?
I don't remember.
I certainly had the flowers in my hair. I remember that. And the midwife was called Barbie. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was infectious. It was 3 weeks early because we thought we'll do it now. Then we'll have 3 weeks, get the house sorted, all the baby stuff. But no, she wanted to crash the party.
Very much so, and we had a reception planned as well for
yeah,
like 2
that's
days
right.
later. Had to cancel that as well, and then when we did have the actual reception, I gave everybody the wrong address. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. Sometimes.
I mean, but to be fair, you know, if we didn't know you had ADHD, then we now know.
That's true.
So people would double check now. So that was fun.
It was that. So that why did we tell that story?
I forgot.
I can't remember either.
The proposals. Why were we talking about proposals?
No.
We talking about Bebo proposals. No.
Nah, it's
Totally
gone.
gone.
No, it'll come back at some point, and
Yeah,
I'll record a wee 5-minute thing. Right, so one thing I want to do now, because it was an idea that we came up with before, was a wee thing called "What Would You Do?" Mm-hmm. And that is where we come up with scenarios or people send in scenarios. Podcast at wearewingingit.uk.
Otherwise, we're having to Google scenarios because we can't create them ourselves. Well, we could.
ChatGPT.
That M dash pisses me
Yeah,
off.
it does. We're not getting in there yet.
There's my 1 minute moan. The M dash.
All right, we'll get to that. Don't you worry. Right, so I have got a scenario for you, and I want to know exactly what you would do
Okay.
in this situation. Okay?
Hit me. Don't actually hit me.
Okay. Why?
I don't know. It came in my head and I said it.
Okay, you are on a packed bus.
Right.
Okay.
Double decker or single decker?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It really doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter where the bus is going.
I know, but it's
the
fine.
bus is busy.
I'm going to say single decker.
Okay.
Less people to imagine.
You're on the packed bus and your child announces at full volume, "Mum, why does that man smell so bad?"
Yeesh.
What do you do?
How old's my child?
I'm going to say 5 or 6.
Okay,
That
so
kind
it's
of,
acceptable. I'd just laugh. Well, nobody'll laugh. Right, so how old's the man?
I don't know. I'm not.
No, there needs to be.
You imagined the bus.
Right, so let's say he's a young guy. Right, let's say it's someone in their 20s. Would it be different? Is that ageist to say it would be different depending on their age?
I don't know.
Let's think about this, right? I know. Get the, what do you call it, clock?
The countdown clock.
Aye. So if they say it at full volume, does everyone know which person they're talking about?
Oh,
and does that person know that that's who they're talking about?
I'm going to imagine so. Can you imagine a smelly person came on the bus and everybody's sitting there thinking,
This person pure stinks.
well, they stink, but then maybe that person's oblivious to it, or they are paranoid about it,
Right.
or whatever. But
They know that the child is talking about them.
Yes, the child
Right, okay.
is has got no filter.
Okay.
One of them situations.
I honestly think if they looked at me, I would just apologise. I would just say, sorry. Because if it's facts, I'm not going to give my child into trouble. Although it's a teaching moment, isn't it? I'd maybe say I wouldn't do it on the bus with the kid. I would say to them after, just so you know, maybe that's an inside thought. I'd maybe say that on the bus to them, that's an inside thought. Keep that into your head and then you can talk to me about it when we're away from the person, just in case it hurts their feelings. But that's basically what I'd expect. I don't know why I went really quiet there when I said that.
Sexy voice.
That's not my sexy. I don't have a sexy voice. Yeah, so that's. I think on the bus I would say that's an inside thought, and then I would just apologise. If they looked at me, I would apologise, and then I would just be there, sit in that uncomfortable awfulness, and that'd be that. And then when me and my child got off the bus, I would just basically say, like, that's not very nice. We don't say things like that outside. That's an inside thought. Mm-hmm. Maybe, and then you can talk to me about it when we get off the bus, and you can say that person was really quite smelly, and then I can explain a bit more in detail about some people aren't very aware of their personal hygiene. Some people are going through struggles, just to encourage the kindness and the tolerance theme. Is that the right word? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. What would you do?
Oh, well, I would get off the bus at the next stop.
Yeah, you would.
I genuinely would. I would get up and I would get off the bus at the next stop and just wait at the bus stop for the next one.
Yeah, I absolutely knew you would do that 100%.
That is exactly what I would do.
Maybe the next time we do this is we write down what we think each other would do.
Ooh, I like that.
And then, we're
winging it.
What would you do? Yeah, what would you do? This is this is what I thought you would do. That's
kind of like a Mr. and Mrs. type
kind of,
thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so you had a wee look on the Reddit situation. By the way, just what would you do if you're watching this on YouTube or wherever else?
Yeah.
Write in the comments. What would you do? Cheesy.
I know.
I like it.
Right, so
Am I the asshole?
am I the asshole? Right, so this is something that is very close to my heart, and you'll see when we get there, right? So am I the asshole for keeping score of everything I've done for my husband? Right. I'm a woman in my late 50s, married to my husband, early 60s. We've been married for 30 odd years. I fulfilled the role of a traditional wife for much of our marriage, and I left paid work soon into our marriage. My husband is very successful in his business and we live comfortably. All our children are adults now. My husband built his business from the ground up, and I was instrumental to the early success which set it up to be what it is today. We were having lunch with our children when my son mentioned that his wife didn't want to be a trad wife and do what I did to raise the kids. She raised concerns about how vulnerable a position it is and that she doesn't want to solely depend on him for money. He wanted me to talk to her and convince her by telling her how it worked out for me. I said I understood where she was coming from, and being a housewife is incredibly risky and vulnerable, especially if he leaves her and she's been out of the labour force for a while. He countered that I had worked for his father and I because I trusted him. He countered that it had worked for his father and I because I trusted him as my husband to provide for me, and why couldn't his wife do the same? I told him I have a meticulous record of all contributions I've ever made to the family business, recently digitised with the help of my daughter, so that if the worst ever happened, I wouldn't be relying on the mercy of a man to feed myself. I told him I have made many contingency plans over the years to minimise the risk of being a housewife and compensate for the lack of my pension and benefits I'd have had I not left the labour force. My son and husband were angered by this. Both said it showed a lack of trust, and my husband especially feels I've had one foot out the door our entire marriage, and that my little escape plan included plans to shaft him out of his business. I told him the fact that he refers to it as his business rather than ours is exactly why I keep those records, and why I won't be telling my daughter-in-law to do what she doesn't want to do. Am I the asshole?
So
is she the asshole in your opinion?
Well, there's a lot to unpack though with it, because
well, no, the main thing to unpack is the fact that she's been keeping meticulous. What did she say? I have a meticulous record of all contributions she's ever made to the family business. So that's the part that they're angered by, because they believe that she's had one foot out the door and that she's going to shaft him out of his business, and he thinks that it's a what was it? A little escape plan.
So, oh God, this is you got. I mean,
I've gone right in.
I know,
right in.
right
I'm not
in.
easing in.
You know me that I always try and play devil's advocate when it comes to any situation. I will always try and see the other side, and I understand where the guys are coming from.
Why?
Well, just bear with me, right? Because they're saying, 1 foot out the door, all that sort of stuff, right? And I'm gonna liken it to when I got this tattoo. I'm going to show it here. Can you see it?
No.
I'll take a picture of it and splice it in, right? But when I got this tattoo, which has got Lisa's name on it, I got that tattoo quite relatively early in our relationship.
I think you've had it for about 14 years.
Yeah. Before I got it before you were pregnant. I remember that
so
much. Yeah.
15, 16 years then.
So, your response to me wanting to get this tattoo was, what if we break up? Right? My response is, what if we don't?
Yeah.
Right?
I think that's probably the perfect example of how you and I view the world.
Yeah, and that seems to be what those guys are thinking. Like, in my opinion, if you have committed and if you're in a relationship that you know that you love that person, you want to be with them for the rest of your life, there's no need for an escape plan.
It's not an escape plan.
And there's no need to think what if, because what if is not going to happen.
But it might.
But it might not.
But it might.
But there's just as much of a chance of it not happening
So the statistics are that 1 in 2 marriages end in divorce.
50-50.
So there's a 50-50 chance of it happening.
But there's also a 50-50 chance of it not happening.
But all she's done is made contingency plans to protect herself. That's it. She hasn't said she's basically said this is in case you leave me. So she's had these plans. She's had these. It's not an escape plan. It's not 1 foot out the door. That's their perception of it. Her perception of it is I am a housewife or a homemaker, and okay, our children are all grown up now, but they weren't always. So had she not made those contingency plans and then her husband did decide to leave her, because that happens, she would have nothing. She would have absolutely no safety net at all. So it's all about being secure and being safe. And I think, in my opinion, she's absolutely done the right thing. She's not stealing money. She's not embezzling money from the company or anything like that. All she's done is keep a meticulous record of what she's done for the organisation, what she's done for the business, so that no one can swoop in and take that away from her. Because if he does leave, she can say, well, without me, this wouldn't have happened. Without me, that wouldn't have happened. Here's a digitised record of absolutely everything I've contributed to this business. And then any judge that looks at that can go, actually, yeah, without her right from the very beginning, this business wouldn't be where it's at. Therefore, she's entitled to half.
Right.
So that's what it is, because that's the situation that a lot of women in the, before the war were put in when they were traditional wives. Then that was the idea of you had to look good. You had to look a certain way. You had to be pretty for your husband. Your husband didn't want to hear you moan and bitch and complain.
It doesn't happen now.
Rightly so. Rightly so.
Sorry.
Your daughter. So basically, you've got 3 daughters, right? So basically, if we were back then, I would be rearing them to be nothing but wives for their husband. Yeah. That includes being available for your husband. It does, though. It does.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah. So it does, though. Shush. I know you don't like it, but it does. And that includes all that. And if you're not available for your husband back then, the husband was allowed to go and cheat. It was seen as acceptable because the wife isn't available. That's a traditional wife. So people are moving away from that. Women are moving away from that, right? Because we have the ability, we have the choice now. It's like, well, actually, no, I want to work for myself. I want to earn my own money so that I'm not relying on a man who might end up leaving me. And if he does leave me when I'm 40, like men used to do back in the day, and they still do nowadays, but leave me at 40, then that woman is seen as past her prime. And we're still dealing with the aftermath of that.
I tell you what, let me just say,
that's my 1 minute moan.
No. That's something that I actually say quite regularly at this dinner table.
What?
Men are arseholes.
Mm-hmm. But you just vouched for the...
No, I did not vouch.
You saw where he was coming from?
I devil's advocated it.
Right. But do you now see from her point of view?
I do. And I'm still still thinking about it, because was it the Michelle Obama thing about the keeping score?
So the Michelle Obama thing, which I totally agree with, that's not keeping score.
Well,
that's keeping a record of what she's done. Keeping score is something different. But keeping a record of what she's contributed to the business, that is the business side. So if you wanted to do that, as far as I'm concerned, I'm saying that's business, not personal. All she's done is had a business head on her head. You know what I mean? On her shoulders. That's it. The fact that he's taken it personally says more about him than it does about her. And I think the fact that she's vouching for her daughter-in-law and saying, actually, I'm not going to convince this woman to do something she doesn't want to do. What? Imagine the roles were reversed and I made you do something you don't want to do. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But it's okay for a man to make a woman do something she doesn't want to do because that's traditional. Like, no, it's. I don't think she's the asshole at all.
I think, you need to look at the age as well.
50s and 60s, but she's obviously been doing this for a long time because he built the business up from the ground up. So she's then got all these records and continued to stay with him. So as far as I'm concerned, she's making that choice to stay with him, even though she could leave. So if he has the mentality of you've had one foot out the door for years, how long's he had this business? She says her kids are grown up. Let's say they've had this business for 25 or 20 years, right? Let's say the first 10 years it was different. But let's say he's had this business for 20 years and she's kept that record for 20 years and now they live comfortably and they have a good life. What is wrong with that? She is then making the choice to stay. Mm-hmm. She could go and take half the business, but she's choosing not to. So for me, if you look at it, if he's thinking, you know, the little escape plan, well, actually, yeah, she does have an escape plan, but she's choosing not to take it. She's choosing to stay with you because she loves you.
So it's not like an escape plan, it's like a what if plan.
It's a security, it's a contingency plan. What if he dies? She can then step in and say, well, actually, no one's buying this business because I've done half. Not that I want him to die. Please don't, like, karma, don't do it. But you know what I mean? It's you just, what if his health goes down and he then can't work? Like the situation I'm in right now. What if his health declines and she then has to step in? She'd be like, well, actually, I know what I'm doing. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So actually, if his health goes, it all then relies on him and it all falls on him. He could get hurt. His health could go, but you know, she can step in and the business could continue.
I'm more concerned about the 30-year-old son who wants his wife to be a trad wife.
Well, yeah,
and going to his mum to try and convince.
But that's what he's grown up and saw. But he hasn't seen that actually she's made these contingency plans because she's kept that to herself, and I think rightly so, because obviously she knew in some level that this is the response she would get. Not obviously, I'm assuming.
But then so have I though. Like my mum was, for all intents and purposes, a traditional wife, and my dad was the one that out and worked and all that sort of stuff, and we don't live like that.
Yeah, but I would never.
You wouldn't have put up with it.
No. I would just can't. I've tried it. I tried it when the girls were younger, didn't I? I did to think, oh, you know, I'll just stay at home because you had a full-time job. We were managing back then. Can't do that now. No. But we were managing, and I hated it. Not that I hated it. It got to the point. It was like you get into your routine, everything's going fine, and it's great. And then, but it's like my brain wasn't being challenged. Because I'm intelligent. My intelligence wasn't being challenged. So, you know, it just what did I end up doing? We had our own business. We got our own business because I was like, I need to do something. Yeah. I need to do something that is part-time, but it's something for me, because you do. This is going a bit, but you do lose your identity a little bit when you become a parent. Certainly, when you become a mum. Obviously, I can't speak for dads, but I know when you become a mum, you definitely lose a massive part of your identity, if not all of it, and that's difficult. That's really, really difficult to find again, because you always put your kids first. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to start putting yourself first. And then you think, am I selfish for doing that? It's a vicious cycle. It really is. But yeah, so that I needed something for me, something that I could do. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of fallen by the wayside again, hasn't it? And then my job was adding to the stress of our life, and it just wasn't working, and then I ended up in burnout. Yeah,
well, you weren't you for a long time.
No,
which is
still not quite there, but getting there.
Yeah, we are. Okay, I want to move on to something a bit more light-hearted.
I know that was very intense. So let's say what a few people have said.
Yeah, but just in a wee second. But what I will say is maybe we should.
Someone said what I said.
We should maybe prep the "Am I the asshole?"
What was that too intense?
To get that, I felt a bit intense. I don't know. It might not be. It might get a lot.
I'm sorry if that was too intense.
Feedback.
I just thought it was a good one because it was something relatable for us. Because obviously we've had our own businesses before, and although a lot of them are all about ex-wives and ex-husbands, and am I the asshole for? And I was like, I don't want to get into that because we don't really know. We've not been in that situation. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. So we can prep it next time.
So what have people been saying?
Oh, I came out of it. Hang on. I know, and then I didn't.
We're winging it. I'm going to prepare.
So basically, the overall vote is not the a-hole. Not the a-hole. Legal savviness, that's legal savviness right there. What do men obtain out of getting their wives to entirely throw their financial security into the wind? Barring separation and divorce, what happens to the wife if the husband dies unexpectedly? Does she throw herself in a fire, end up living in the streets because the husband provided? Now there's no provider and she's no savings, no plan. What is this modern obsession for trad wives in societies where it takes 2 salaries to care for a family? Yeah, that's the other thing is we need 2 salaries nowadays. Son A, for not respecting his fiance/wife's wishes. What if she wanted him to be the house husband? What gives him the right to demand of her what she won't give? Son is A for asshole. Husband is asshole for not understanding that protecting yourself from very possible hardships that has very practical ramifications has nothing to do with not trusting him. It's to do with self-preservation. I will die on this hill. Any man who gets angry at women taking reasonable precautions to protect themselves is the reason those precautions exist. There's no reason to get mad about that unless it's because you don't want her to have a safety net. Other people said, hope you talk to daughter-in-law privately. Someone said, you're a rock star. I love that shiny steel spine and razor sharp mind you've got. I think every woman should keep meticulous records of their contributions. There you go. So vote is in, not the asshole, and I don't believe she's the asshole. Do you believe she's the asshole?
I do not. As I said before,
do you believe he's the asshole?
He's very much so.
And do you believe the son's an asshole?
I said that already, but
no, you kind of defended them a wee bit.
You
play devil's advocate,
which I do every single. There's never a scenario where I don't play devil's advocate. I always try and see both sides.
Yes.
Always.
Okay. Let's drop that one. Not drop it, but not the asshole, I would say.
Okay. So there's a couple of other ideas that we kind of sprung out, and one of them was about challenging you.
A riddle
off. I don't like that. I wouldn't call it Challenge Lisa.
Challenge Lisa.
Like Challenge Annika. Remember that show?
Challenge Annika.
Do you remember Challenge Annika?
Wait, who was Annika? Who's Annika?
Annika Rice.
Oh yeah, I remember her.
She went about in a helicopter and helped people do stuff.
Oh right, yeah, we don't have a helicopter, guys. Right,
No. I mean, do you remember that show?
Vaguely.
It was a Saturday night show. I'm sure
Very
BBC. I'm going to look it up. Okay, so.
Right. Challenge Lisa, let's go.
Okay, let me just.
I love a riddle.
You do. Let's go with.
I'm like, with
I know. Let's go with this one, right?
Breath.
Okay.
Whoa, sorry.
You.
A
minute.
Do you need a minute?
Okay. You measure my life in hours, and I serve you by expiring. I'm quick when I'm thin, and I'm slow when I'm fat.
Candle. Was it a candle?
It was a candle. It was a candle.
I'm sorry, do you want to finish it?
Do
you want me to wait till I finish?
And the wind is my enemy.
Yeah, candle. Do you want me to wait till you finish the
Please.
whole thing? Okay, I'm sorry.
Please.
You got another one?
What fell?
We'll do 3. Right, we'll do 3.
Oh, I mean, to be honest with you, I thought that we were only going to have time for one because you would have to think about it and you would need to,
I just love a riddle because I'm good at them, but I'm going to not toot my own horn too much in case you give me one that's hard.
Okay.
Right.
A wife shoots her husband and then holds him underwater for 5 minutes. Next, she hangs him. Right after that, they enjoy a lovely dinner. Explain.
Camera. Just took a picture of him. Yeah.
Shit.
Like the old school. Is that right?
Yes.
She shoots him, holds the picture underwater for 5 minutes and then hangs it up to dry. Yeah.
Yep. I'm literally on like one of the most difficult riddles websites. Let's see. No, you know that one. No, you know that one.
I'll tell you if I know them.
Okay. A minute. Okay, let's try this. I don't actually quite get it myself, but we'll try it. A is the brother of B.
Okay.
B is the brother of C. C is the father of D. How is D related to A?
So A is the brother of B. B is the brother of C. C is the father of D. How is A related to D?
Yeah, how is D related to A? But yeah.
Right, so brother, father. So it's his uncle. Aunt or uncle.
Yeah. I mean...
Do you want to do another one? I've never heard that one before.
Have you not? You worked it out? Okay, we'll do one more then. I mean, we could literally just do a new podcast called
Challenge Lisa.
Challenge Lisa.
Nah, I think that'd be very boring.
Let's see. Okay, let's try. I mean, I think this might be easy, but it might not be. I don't know. How can you physically stand behind your father while he is standing behind you?
How can you physically stand behind your father?
Right, and while she thinks about this, what we're going to do
behind you.
is
Stand
no, I need to talk.
while he's standing behind you.
If you work it out before, Lisa, when you put a comment in, put the timestamp in it as well, and then we'll know that you've worked it out
So we're going to chapter these then,
before.
so that we know how long.
Yeah, we know the time. We get the timestamps.
Is it a reflection?
No.
So how can you physically stand? Right. So me.
Lights are dead.
That's fine. How can you physically stand behind your father while he's standing behind you? Shadow? No, it's not a shadow.
I thought you were going to say shat.
Right, so father. So wait, me? Father.
Please don't block the microphone.
Sorry. Right, so wait a minute. How can you physically stand behind your father while he's standing behind you? I can't figure out the image in my head. How can you physically stand behind your father? So father, stand behind your father. Father, while he's standing behind you.
I might edit this, I don't know.
How can you physically stand behind your father?
See if somebody's reading the transcript of this podcast and they're like, what happened here? And just go and repeat.
How can you physically... It's not a reflect... You're not looking at yourself in a reflection or a mirror or water.
No, nothing like that.
How can you physically stand behind your father? Oh, back to back.
Hey! Well done. You got there.
That was good.
That was a good one.
That was a good
one. Well done. Fab. Well done. That was good. That was 4. I'm going to need to research some proper riddles that you don't know as well. So this is the definition of winging it.
Yeah. Maybe people can send in riddles.
Yes, very much.
Send them in. I love a riddle.
And before we...
I bet people are like shouting, back to back, you fanny!
and now I need to click not for kids.
Oh, I'm sorry.
When I upload it.
I've swore a few times.
You have.
It's not for kids anyway. I don't want kids hearing this.
You
None
dick.
of their business.
Right, so
This
before
is for adults who are also winging it.
Before we wrap it up, I'm going to say...
Are we wrapping it up? Is that us done?
Yeah, believe it or not, we've been recording for...
An hour and 16 minutes, an hour. I want to do longer.
Yeah, no, too long. Do you know?
We can edit it.
Do you know what we can do? We can just talk.
Okay.
You know, we don't need to...
What do you mean without the mics?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
We don't.
turn this off and just
we
go...
sit on our phones.
Yeah.
Or we watch The Space Maker. Wait, I haven't done my 1 minute moan.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, well, let's do that then.
Wait a minute, I need to think about what I'm going to moan about.
I will put some tension music underneath this.
I don't know what
and I'll give you a minute.
to be fair, I think I've already done it.
You've
with
done
the YouTube.
A lot of minute moans.
Thanks.
To be honest.
The YouTube thing really does bother me. Like, it really does. They just allow people to process the last sentence before you go on to the next one.
You know,
it's too much.
You know, in Glasgow, we've got like the Glasgow uni accent.
No.
You know the Glasgow uni accent? No. It's like, I can't even do it. I'm going to splice in a clip here for the Glasgow uni accent because there's a reason why I'm bringing it up.
What's your chart? No, that news. What's your chart? Yeah, we were out last night for Callum's birthday drinks and yeah. Oh, wasn't Fraser's banter totally banging, wasn't it?
But there's a YouTube accent as well. Have you noticed?
No.
No, the Americans do it because
Oh,
today
yeah.
in my house we're going to do this, and we are building a secret room after I've bought all of Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing.
There's one that the girls watch, and it's like a Lego thing, and I can't listen to it because I heard the sort of intonation instantly and couldn't unhear it, and I was like, that's all I can hear. That is all I can hear. And it was oh god, I'm not even going to be able to do it now. I don't know if we can splice it in. That's it's a bit too on the nose, is it? But it's like, they go up and then down.
Is that not what I just did?
No, you went up, and they like sing songy. They do that, but it's like, oh god, think of a sentence. So if I'm thinking of a sentence,
Right.
then this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna talk like this, and it's like, oh my god, shut up. Stop talking. There must be something in it though, because these guys have got millions of followers, right? So there must be something in it.
Maybe that's how we should talk. Welcome
No.
to Winging It.
Oh, I can't. And if you edit out the pauses, I will hurt you. I will ping your ears, pull out some eyebrow hair, pull out some nostril hair.
Jealous of my eyebrows anyway.
I am so jealous of your eyebrows. They're amazing. No, I won't actually cause any physical harm. I'm not like that. But please don't. Please promise me you will keep the pauses in.
I will keep the pauses in.
Thank you very much.
This
I appreciate it.
we're going for the same joke there. What are we
honestly.
watching? What are we watching right now?
Oh, right. So I'm watching a few things.
I know.
The Space Maker Method on YouTube. We're also watching
House. Enjoying that. That is the thing that we are watching. That's our watch.
So we're watching House. So we like TV shows.
Yeah.
We like movies. You don't like movies that much, although you're trying.
Yeah,
You're trying
I mean,
to like them.
movies. I need to commit to a movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
and it's Saturday nights. I'm happy to watch a movie.
We're watching Jurassic World at the moment.
Like Saturday nights, I watch a movie.
Yeah.
That's because that's like a dedicated
family
movie night. But like at night time after the kids have gone to bed and things like that, like
We're watching
it
House.
needs to be a TV series.
Yeah. Because you don't want to. It's too long. Although
Yeah.
House is quite long.
That is.
But no, we like House. We're on season 1 at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's years old. It was like 2014 or something like that when it first came out.
Yeah.
So we're massively behind, but I think we're doing okay. We started watching Game of Thrones at season 7. We started watching The Walking Dead at season 6. Well,
4, I think it was.
Season
The
4.
Walking Dead. Breaking
we're
Bad.
always behind. We're
Breaking
always
Bad
behind.
was the one everybody was talking about. Breaking Bad for years, and then
Yeah.
we eventually got. And I will tell you the scenario, the routine that we have when it comes to getting new TV shows.
Well, for you.
No. This is for you as well. I will say, right, Lisa, do you want to try this? And what would your normal response be?
Nah.
Nah. Okay.
I like
and
my
then-
comfort shows.
Yeah. And then I'll start watching it.
Yeah.
And then Lisa will be like, oh, what's that you're watching? And then, or the other thing would be, come on, let's just give it a go.
Give it a go.
Well, we'll just give it a go.
We did that with House, didn't we? Because I'd seen it on like reels and stuff like that, and like little clips, and I thought that looks quite funny. Maybe give that a go. And it's just, I don't know, it's very samey so far, but you know,
Yeah.
I like the Good Doctor.
He makes mistakes, nearly kills them, and then saves them at the end.
Yeah,
That's pretty much how it goes.
seems to
But
be
yeah,
the pattern.
we've got a. Well, I like to call it like the safe show rotation. Like we've got our like The Office, Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
We've not watched The Office. Now I've watched The Office recently.
You like
but-
The Office
yeah.
more than I do, I think.
Yeah.
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
Big Bang, Brooklyn,
Your Big Bang more. Brooklyn Modern Family
Modern Family.
is another one as well.
Yeah,
If you've got any recommendations of shows that we could watch
Schitt's
as
Creek.
well, I love Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek's great.
I love
Would
Schitt's
highly
Creek
recommend it.
so much. And we just watched Kevin Can F Himself. As
Yeah,
well.
that was quite an intense watch though. That was
so good.
It was such a good concept. So the concept of Kevin can we not just say
Just say
Kevin
it.
can fuck himself was
Swore.
Sani Murphy from Schitt's Creek, and she's but the cast are amazing in it, aren't they? Because they literally go from the male perspective and the husband's perspective, it is a rom-com. No, not a rom-com, a sitcom. Sorry. So like even the colour palette is like bright and vibrant. They sort of act to the audience and things like that. And then from the wife's perspective, it's a domestically abusive relationship. So the colour palette, it changes to a drama. And they're just, honestly, it must have been really difficult for the actors to switch between the two. And I think draining. I think doing one or the other would be draining, but to do both, honestly, in that last episode when Kevin, I'm not going to. But
what it did though
so
for
good.
us was that we were trying to guess because you're. Well, wait a minute.
Yeah, is this your 1 minute moan? This is Chris's 1 minute moan.
Well, first of all, we were trying to kind of work out how it was going to end.
Yes.
Right, and you'd said one thing, and I'd said it, and I got it right. Rarely happens, but I got it right this time. But yeah, okay, I'm just going to tell you, right? Lisa is awful for guessing the end of films, but she has to let you know.
I try not to. I really, really try, and I force myself. Like I'm like, don't say it.
The Shutter Island story is the one. Shutter. I will never forgive her for Shutter Island.
I'm sorry.
We were watching Shutter Island, and I was just there, happily enjoying the movie. Just
spoiler alert.
Enjoy. I'm not going to say it. Don't worry.
But it's still a spoiler alert because what I said ruined it for you.
Yeah, it's
and
true.
I didn't give you the spoiler.
No, it's true. She said, "Have you sussed it yet?" And I was like, "Sussed what?"
Oh, no.
What
I said
that's what you said.
I didn't say, "Have you sussed it yet?" I went, "Oh, I've sussed it," and you went, "What do you mean you've sussed it?" And I was like, "Nothing," because it just came out. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I've got it," because it's a riddle. It was a riddle.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Ah."
And then that was it. Because I realised that there was something to suss.
Yeah.
That's when I got it.
There is a massive red herring in the movie, though.
And it spoiled it. I'm still 20 years on. I'm still living about it. But you still do it to this day.
I genuinely try. I promise.
You go. He's going to die.
It just comes out. It's just maybe you should turn around and say to me that's an internal thought.
I'll just get off at this stop and I'll.
Just stop the movie. Consequences.
So that's what we're watching. Before we wrap up now, we want to say thank you very much for watching, for listening, for taking part in this. This is episode 1 of
hopefully a few
of a few. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. You can follow us on social media. Just search for Winging It Podcast. You'll find us.
Have we got a TikTok?
We do have a TikTok. Yes.
I didn't even know that.
Just search for Winging It Podcast. You'll find it elsewhere. The big yellow logo. I haven't set up all the social media channels yet, but we'll get it sorted. I'm winging it. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. We will finish off with a dad joke.
Oh, go for it.
Okay, I am going to go for... Oh, there's quite a few actually that I want to go. Oh yeah. Right, so this was the one.
Chris's dad joke of the week.
I wasn't gonna do that because you said it sounded very Harry Hill.
No, I think it was Harry Hill.
Chris's dad joke of the week.
Yeah, well, you can sing. I can't. Yeah. We know that. Chris's dad joke of the week. Oh.
So, and this is how we'll finish it. And at the end of this, we'll go straight into the kind of end title thing, right? So, but I'll edit this bit. I don't know why I was telling you that. Earlier on in the week, obviously Lisa's gone through some stuff, and I said to her, "Do you know what, Lisa? You should really embrace your mistakes." She gave me a hug. We'll see you next time.